Today we're driving to a hotel where you can wake up looking at millions worth of rare cars, and even the visitor parking looks like a supercar showroom. But before we reach Motorworld, two British guys join me for an honest and possibly controversial conversation about life in Switzerland versus the UK.
I'm so jealous of your life living in Switzerland.
Cars, culture and some strong opinions. This is the Octane Road Trip. What a lineup. Super nice here. Wow, look at that view. Thanks Mivia for sponsoring this video. It is an insane road trip. Simon, you're an absolute legend for picking all these spots out and organizing everything. Yeah, download the app, go to my profile, check out my routes, or check out all the other routes that people have put in there, especially Mr. Mivia.
Well guys, we're back. Traffic has just killed us for like, I don't even know how long, half hour. If I was anywhere else in the world, I would have let the traffic get me down, but that's the one time I haven't been frustrated in traffic because of those views to the right. Problem is, we're here just jaws to the floor. Jamie over here, it's just another day at work, isn't it? Jamie, I'm so jealous of your life living in Switzerland. It's not fair.
The lucky 0.1% I think of the world population, I grew up in Switzerland, yeah. I'm considering myself lucky.
Just for the record of the English viewers that are watching my video, would you ever consider moving to the UK?
Why? Why would I?
Tell me the things you don't like about the UK.
I mean, it's the robbery. Honestly, the robbery is it for me.
Yeah, you're very true. And all sorts, the income tax, the litter, the scummy people that don't want to work because they just want to get benefits. It's all there.
Yeah, exactly. The things pile up, honestly. I don't see a lot of benefits to move to the UK except for, yeah, more legal stuff. In Switzerland, as I told, if it's fun, it's illegal.
Tell you what, that Lotus though, I can hear it from behind, and considering it's a 1.84 cylinder, it sounds incredible.
Yeah, I don't know how they've done it. It's the same engine as in the Toyota Corolla. That doesn't sound as good.
I'm averaging 21 miles to the gallon since I put fuel in it today. What about you, Lotus boy?
Yeah, it's nice you mention it because I would love to know how much my car consumes, but there is no way of finding out.
You're telling me you have a car that's built for speed and power and going through the corners quick and you have no idea about the fuel consumption?
No, I suppose why should I care then? I just fill it up when it's empty.
Yeah, but round here there's not fuel stations like every 2 minutes. So what was it you were telling me the other day? If you run out of fuel, is it illegal?
Yeah, in Switzerland you get a big fine if you run out of fuel.
So in the UK, if you drive fast and get speeding tickets, we have a point system. So if you get 12 points, you lose your license. Like, how does it work in Switzerland?
So basically in Switzerland you get standard fines unless you are really wealthy. Then it is based on your income, percentage-wise. So the wealthier you are, the more expensive the speeding tickets are. And mostly you could say, rule of thumb, if you go like 20 miles an hour above the speed limit, you definitely lose your license, 100%.
Straight, so for instance, if it was a 50 kilometer zone and you did 70 kilometers, you would lose your license?
Yes. In a 50 zone, it's 16 kilometers an hour too much and you lose your license. And in an 80 zone, it's 25 kilometers an hour too much and then you lose your license.
That is mental, right? But the thing is though, I've noticed since I've switched the car to kilometers coming into Europe, you can easily encroach over 50 kilometers without even realizing, because obviously the increments are much smaller than miles per hour.
Exactly, and with modern cars that have such high capabilities, it's almost impossible to not go a bit over the speed limit.
Thoughts on that, Louis? There's an easy life hack, and it's own a old car that's not got much power. True, very true. I mean, the problem is though, it's almost like they know they've got amazing roads and everybody wants to come over and have a bit of fun, and then they just stop it, and it plays into exactly what you said, Jamie. If it's fun, you're not allowed to do it. Your favourite track to listen to whilst driving through the Swiss Alps?
Honestly, I don't listen to much music. The engine is too loud anyways. I can't listen to anything in here. Correct
answer. To be fair, I'm surprised at how little music I've listened to whilst we've been into Europe. Have you been listening to much, Louis? No. The right answer is Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. Roll the clip. Think about me every time. Oh, yeah, espresso. Something like that.
Giving it a pull. 150. 160. 170. Whoa, his car smells. 180, 190, 200 without a roof, 210, or braking. Oh, wow, the brakes on this car are really, really good. Wow, Tom, your car smells. Top speed run, German Autobahn, 200, 210, and the brakes. It is so windy with the top down, but that's what makes it even more fun actually. Filling up the cars. I'm interested to see how much fuel the Lotus takes. I have like a little bit less than quarter of a tank left. 35.
35 litres all day?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Look at those cars. What? At the Motorworld Hotel, listen.
Bit of lag on that one, but it's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
It's
You can cut that one
It's
out.
a turbo lag.
Yeah.
Wow, Motorworld Hotel again. Mivia, thanks for sponsoring this trip. It is amazing. Can only recommend. Alright, see you in a bit. Let's check out that room. Ooh, oh, that's fancy. Ooh, okay. Wow, having that view from the room. Stunning. Oh, Ferrari down there. That's the Ferrari lineup. That's how a motoring hotel should look like. Wow. The man himself. The legend. Oh my god. The first thing we have to... The Lotus part. By the way... Cheers. Wow. 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 That's probably the word I'm gonna say most here is wow. Oh my god, the Ford GT. That looks insane. It's so low and wide. But no one wants that. The car behind that, everyone wants. Oh no, it's closed. Can't we go in there? That looks unreal. It's so low. You could definitely get past a lot of barriers with this car. First of all, wow. Second of all, guys, show some respect to the cars here. Yeah, it might be dirty, but still. Okay, this is Bugatti.
Oh my god, look at that.
Probably the only French thing I like.
Oh my
A Bugatti.
god.
Wow, is that matte black? Damn. Don't see these often. Those cars look insane. Wow, that is a full carbon body. What?
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Talk expensive. Yeah, well, we're talking about a Bugatti, right? The Rimac is back there as well. Those look so mean. I would be scared to drive this. Honestly, I would be so scared to drive this. Curb wheel. What are you down? 100k? 50k?
He's gonna stay here all day.
Look at the Rimac. The Porsche is nice. Again, I'm not the biggest Porsche guy, but that Rimac, wow, and the color combo, I would spec it exactly this way. Probably I'm gonna whip past all the cars. I don't want to spoil everything for you because you need to visit this yourself. This is a crazy experience. Millions and millions of francs, pounds, whatever, in here. Oh, we can probably see our room from down here. Up there is our room. Exactly up here. Oh my god. The 458.
That is stupid low.
That is stupid low, yeah. Credit card low. Oh my, I don't know where to look. Obviously not here. Here is the way to look.
It's okay. In the dark, just keep it secret. We're okay. In the dark, just keep it secret. Catching air in the
honestly, one of the nicest things at the Motorworld Hotel is you can go in here 24/7. Like it's midnight and we can still enjoy all these cars. Insane. That's our hotel.